What if I told you that there's a new character in One Piece who not only claims to be the Sun God, but has the power to destroy the world if unleashed? Meet Loki, the infamous Prince of Elbaf, whose strength, legendary Devil Fruit, and bold claim of being the Sun God have fans captivated and deeply curious. But here's the twist. Luffy is already known to embody the Sun God, Nika. So what exactly is Loki's connection to this ancient legend? And could there be more to his powers than we realize? In today's video, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and controversial figures introduced in One Piece recently, Loki of Elbaf. Not only does he hold a legendary Devil Fruit, but he's also declared himself the true Sun God, claiming he'll bring about world destruction if he ever escapes. Loki's background, his brutal path to power, and his complicated connection to Luffy and the legend of Nika open up thrilling possibilities about what's to come in the Elbaf arc. Let's unravel the layers of Loki's story, piece by piece, and see what his role in the Final Saga could mean for Luffy and the fate of the world. Loki's claim of being the Sun God in One Piece. Loki ate a legendary Devil Fruit. Loki calls himself the Sun God. Fans were formally introduced to Loki in chapter 1130 of One Piece. In this chapter, viewers witnessed an interesting turn in the plot involving the character Loki. Oda presented Loki to the giant warrior pirates. The story highlighted Loki's incredible strength. It was also revealed that he had performed other horrible actions throughout the years, which eventually added up to his crucifixion sentence. After he killed his father, Elbaf joined against him and effectively restrained him. The giants of Elbaf believe that if Loki ever escapes his shackles, he will destroy the world. This is a surprising statement to make, and it demonstrates his true strength. More crucially, when Luffy met Loki, the latter explicitly claimed that he is the Sun God who will destroy the world. This is an intriguing statement, and fans know Loki believes it wholeheartedly because he uttered it so confidently. However, fans understand that there is only one Sun God, and his name is Nika. Luffy currently possesses the Nika Devil Fruit's powers, having consumed it many years ago. These Devil Fruits awoke for the first time in the Wano Country arc, giving birth to the Freedom Warrior, who eventually returned to the world 800 years later. This is when the misunderstanding sets in. If Luffy is the Sun God Nika, Loki cannot also be Nika. Loki's claim to be Nika must be linked to the Devil Fruit he consumed, which is thought to be legendary and carried down through the Elbaf royal dynasty. The legendary Devil Fruit of Elbaf was consumed by Loki. Loki murdered his father for his Devil Fruit. The legendary Devil Fruit of Elbaf, along with Loki, was introduced in chapter 1130 of One Piece. The giants of Elbaf stated that there is a legendary Devil Fruit that is passed down through the royal line, most likely from one king to another. This Devil Fruit has most likely been passed down for ages, probably even since the Void Century. King Harold was the last person in possession of the Devil Fruit. It is unclear whether Harold ate the Devil Fruit and received its abilities, or if he was simply protecting it and waiting for the correct person to consume it. Regardless, Loki was fixated on the Devil Fruit's power and determined to consume it no matter what. As a result, Loki killed his own father before consuming the Devil Fruit and inheriting its skills. This is the fruit that gave Loki incredible power, allowing him to fight and outlast the entire Elbaf army. Clearly, if this Devil Fruit is tightly preserved and passed down through the royal line in Elbaf, who are known to have connection to the Sun God Nika, it cannot be unrelated to the Sun God. As such, there is undoubtedly a link between the abilities of this fruit and Nika, who lived in Elbaf long ago. Fans will have to see what that connection is. Perhaps there is another Devil Fruit, similar to the Nika fruit, and Elbaf's power was passed down through the royal line. It's also possible that there was a mix-up years ago, and the Devil Fruit that was supposed to be passed on down the royal line in Elbaf was the Hido Hido Nomi model Nika. This Devil Fruit could have made it out of Elbaf and been replaced by a more powerful Devil Fruit. It is a credible idea that explains why Loki believes he is the Sun God. Could Loki have powers related to Nika? Loki might actually be related to Nika. Loki may have immense powers, but they are unlikely to be tied to the Sun God. Fans understand Nika's powers. Nika has the ability to spread laughter and joy wherever he goes while also freeing people from their constraints. He can do whatever he wants and is only limited by his imagination. He possesses a stretchy physique that allows him to move freely and with considerable strength. It is exceedingly improbable that any other devil fruit can replicate these abilities. As such, Loki is most likely not the same sun god as Luffy. His relationship to Nika is merely in name, but his abilities are likely to be very different. Loki's abilities could allow him to morph into something magnificent or provide him with a lot of power. He could be extremely strong, capable of destroying the entire world. While he may confuse these powers for those of the sun god, fans know they are not the same as Luffy's. Loki might possibly undergo a change similar to Nika. This is because Dory and Bragi both knew what Nika looked like, and it is evident that the other giants of Elbaf do as well. For Loki to maintain such confidence in his identity as the sun god, his devil fruit must undergo a similar transformation regardless of class. However, the fruit's properties will most likely be completely different. Perhaps these devil fruits were created in pairs, or Loki's desire to be Nika was so powerful that he ended up imitating him after eating the devil fruit. The fact that this fruit was kept by Elbaf's royal dynasty and passed down from generation to generation suggests that it is very important and may be there to help the actual Nika, who serves as his sidekick. Regardless of the significance of this devil fruit, fans know that Loki will play a vital part, and he may not be the villain that fans believe him to be after all. Summary and highlights. Loki ate the legendary devil fruit passed down through the royal line in Elbaf. Loki claims to be the sun god, Nika, and has a strong relationship to Elbaf. Loki's abilities may be similar to Nika's, but they are most likely very different. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Loki's incredible story and his mysterious link to the sun god, Nika. If you enjoyed exploring these theories and uncovering the secrets behind One Piece's most enigmatic characters, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Let us know in the comments, do you think Loki could truly have powers tied to Nika? Or is there another twist Oda has in store? Stay tuned for more insights, updates, and theories as we continue on this journey through the Final Saga. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel. Buddy, we hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe and continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, question, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again, see you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments, the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other. Instead, they use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight. which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gul D. Roger telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gul D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is, or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.